If money was a relationship,
No, if money was a person in your life,
okay.
how would your relationship be with money?
If money was a relationship in your life,
Yeah.
how would your people be?
How would your relationship be with money? Yeah.
Want to try that again? If money was a person in your life, how would your relationship with money be?
No, how would your relationship be with money? Hello, I'm Brenda and this is Tim.
And this is Face the Sun in
And
the evening out on the back porch. And you know, it's not bad here out of the wind.
the table's a little icy. I couldn't scrape the
Yeah.
table off. So we're going to run this show like there's no credit card limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that goes right up to the Veterans Crisis Line.
Yeah, we want to bring that to everyone's attention every day.
Dial 988, and for veterans, then you press 1. But 988 for everybody, and then press 1 if you're a veteran. It'll be confidential support 24/7. And there's also a chat line, the veteranscrisisline.net/chat. And you can text those folks too at 83 82 55.
Yep.
83 82 55.
I just think you should set it up in your contacts first, then it's
Yeah.
easier. Just
Yeah.
easier to find it. You can remember. Just typing something in at random is kind of hard, I think.
17 right now.
Yeah, it's pretty warm when you're on this side of the house.
It's 10 degrees warmer over here, I bet.
I just ran some errands in town, and holy smokes, I was bucking the wind all the way home. And I thought, oh boy.
Oh boy, I'll never make it home. Winter weather advisory. These conditions are expected by 9 p.m.
Tonight?
this evening. Yeah. Partly
Friday
cloudy.
the 13th.
Yeah. Partly cloudy conditions expected around, well, we already have that around 6 p.m. Wind gusts up to 28, making the temp feel like 0. Ha. Yeah. Feels just like 0 right now, I'll tell you that. Sun goes down tonight at 4:47. And 19 was the high today. But look at that. Tomorrow, 28. And then Sunday, 38. Monday, 31.
Nice.
And Tuesday, 27.
Looks like it'll be nice all week, but then start next Saturday, it's going to start going down again. Oh,
Yeah.
just on Saturday, but on Sunday, it's back up to 25.
Oh, yeah. We got her made somewhat.
Hi, Cindy Nicholas.
Hi, Cindy. It's
cold.
It's still winter.
All cold.
All cold.
All the time.
It's all cold.
Nonstop.
24 hours a day, cold. Oh, boy. Yeah. Just don't look at it. Don't make eye contact with the cold. You'd be all
Bundled
right.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, Heidi Langenfeld Schooley's birthday is today.
And Chris Fetting.
And Monique Hulk.
Aaron Frericks.
And Susan Butler.
Bueller.
Oh, yeah, Bueller.
Happy birthday. We call them our homegrown local celebrities.
Friday, December 13th birthdays. And yeah, that's all there is to it.
So
Friday the 13th, really?
It's a date steeped in superstition. Hi, West Turkey.
It blends historical, religious, and cultural narratives that have contributed to the reputation as an unlucky day. Here's an overview of the origins and associated beliefs, some of them. The number 13 is often linked to Judas Iscariot, the 13th guest at the Last Supper, who betrayed Jesus. Jesus was crucified on a Friday, further cementing the association between misfortune and this combination of day and number. And then there's the Norse legend, tells of Loki, the trickster god, arriving uninvited as the 13th guest at a banquet in Valhalla. His actions led to chaos and death of a guy named Balder, a beloved god, marking 13 as an unlucky number.
Loki has his own whole series.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, on The Disney Channel, along with Thor. He's Thor's brother, adopted brother.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go
Yeah.
with that. In Western culture, 12 is seen as a symbol of completeness, like 12 months in a year. And then up comes 13, and that's said to disrupt harmony. While many dismiss these superstitions as irrational or rooted in magical thinking, they persist as part of the cultural folklore and human attempts to make sense of misfortune. Whether approached with caution or embraced for its mystery, Friday the 13th remains a fascinating blend of history and superstition.
Crazy.
Yeah,
It's Taylor Swift's birthday.
it is.
She's awesome.
And Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he's good too. Didn't he have a stroke? Is that the one that had a stroke? I think it was him, but I'm not sure.
No, this is the guy who got slapped by that other guy. I
Mm,
don't think it was Jamie Foxx.
I don't think it was, but
Yeah, I
I
can't
think it's
remember.
the same guy. I don't know. And
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke and Ted Nugent.
Yeah. And Tom DeLonge and Maisie Stella.
Little snow coming in overnight, really. In
Really?
Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Minnesota, they haven't had enough yet. They want a little more.
Yeah.
Hmm. Quid pro quo. That's Latin.
Latin literally meaning something for something.
Hmm. An exchange of goods, services, or favors, where one transfers is contingent on the other.
Okay.
So, I was going down the road one day, and this just reminded me of that. I got a call from a lawyer, and he asked me about something, and it was a good question,
Oh,
and I had the answer for him. And then as we talked, he used the phrase quid pro quo. And I don't know if I was too dumb or too proud. I didn't say, what's that mean?
well, hi, Ann Parker Wepworth.
Hi, Ann Parker. Oh, we're just sitting out on the front porch, kind of basking in the sunset.
On the back porch, yeah.
Bat porch.
Thinking of what it would have been like on the front.
We're on the bat porch.
The bat porch. Yeah. Tit for tat.
It comes from the Dutch. Tip for tat means blow for blow, meaning the equivalent retaliation, such as an eye for an eye.
Hmm.
Hmm. And the Old English, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sure.
Mutual exchange of favors or services implied.
Hmm.
Give and take, that too is from English, mid 18th century.
Hmm.
Mutual concessions in a relationship or negotiations.
Reciprocity.
Oh, yeah. Latin reciprocity means returning the same way.
Hmm.
Returning the same way. Reciprocity, the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit.
Okay.
Reciprocity.
We had reciprocity with Minnesota in a
Mhm.
real estate firm, but then it was just like, man, I just couldn't stand their forms.
Yeah.
Their forms, they don't take care of the seller, they take care of the buyer.
That's
In
really
South
true.
Dakota, we take care of, protect both the buyer and the seller.
Yeah, it kind of looked to me like one side or the other, somebody was going to be on their own over there.
A Christmas Carol, The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, shows the miserly Ebenezer Scrooge, the death of a man unmourned by his community.
Oh,
A man, Scrooge, learns is himself when he wipes snow from a gravestone, revealing his own name. Ooh, bummer.
yeah.
Shaken by what he saw, the once heartless Scrooge vows to change his ways, pledging to be more charitable and to honor the selfless spirit of the holiday. More than 180 years after Charles Dickens published the Christmas classic, stonemasons of Shrewsbury, England, put its lessons into practice, repairing free the recently vandalized Scrooge gravestone placed in a churchyard there during the making of the 1984 film adaptation of the novella.
You're having fun tonight. The gravestone was broken into pieces That vandalism did that. That happened weeks before Christmas,
Dogs.
destroying a popular holiday tourist attraction.
Hmm.
As the town council rushed to make repairs, a masonry shop generously stepped in,
Oh,
and Scrooge's gravestone was put back in its place last Friday.
wow.
It was fairly easy, the decision, they said, to rectify that bah humbug act with an act of goodwill, especially at this time of the year. That's the words of Alan Cope, the director of Midland Masonry,
Hmm.
which he did the repairs, he did it all. As of Thursday, it was unclear how or why the gravestone was vandalized, but police said, well, it's just like when they stole the toilet out of the police uh, break room.
Hmm.
We just didn't have anything to go on.
Nothing go on, man.
Old jokes. Yeah. When I was 21, oh, here's some good stories
Okay.
about people who get things delivered that they didn't order. And every one of these stories, the people who sent the stories in were polite and kind and said, you know what, this isn't mine, I didn't pay for it. And they called the vendor and told them. And it's kind of gone both ways. Sometimes they say, how about you just keep it?
Hmm.
Other times they say, we'll send somebody over for it.
Hmm.
Other times they'll say, you want to buy it? No. Yeah.
I'm actually overheating.
Good for you.
It's not feeling good. I'm having a hot flash out here in 0 degrees. It's 17, but with the wind, it feels like 0, and I'm having a freaking hot flash. Oh my God.
You do have rosy cheeks.
I'm gonna put my hand on the icy table. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Hot flash therapy now available
Oh,
on the back deck.
oh man.
Here's this guy who received something. He was 21. He got a large box with his address on it, but the wrong name.
Hmm.
The box was from Captain Morgan Rum Company.
Nice.
He said I called him and told him the package had my address, but not the correct name. They asked if I was at least 21 years old and then asked me to prove it by faxing them a copy of my driver's license.
Oh,
After they received proof, they said it was a promotional package and was supposed to go to a bar in the area. But he said I could keep it.
oh,
So he thanked him and opened the package, which contained a dozen bottles of rum, a life-size cutout of Captain Morgan, several T-shirts with Captain Morgan, and some advertising slogan that the recipient couldn't remember, but he did remember it had a box of eye patches like
Oh.
pirates wear.
how fun. I'm actually cooling down. I got my hands running over the icy table.
He said, I've never been a big drinker, but my friends and I still had a great time over the next few months drinking rum while wearing eye patches and saying piratey things like "arg."
How fun. Huh. That's fun.
You just never know they're gonna deliver to your door.
Trying to get up here without poking Cindy and everybody else in the eye.
Yeah. Ann and Wes. Hi, Ann. Oh yeah, there.
Yep.
We got them.
Yep.
When daylight saving time ends and the clocks fall back each fall, it feels like the amount of daylight is getting shorter and shorter. This is true. While adjusting our clocks back an hour in November accounts for more daylight in the winter mornings, it also means the nighttime arrives quicker.
Hmm.
The sun will set earlier each day into December, culminating in the shortest day of the year, or the winter solstice.
Okay.
The winter solstice marks the first day of winter, ushering in the cold weather and holiday seasons. But daylight savings isn't the flame, it's the tilt of the earth. In the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice will occur on Saturday, December 21st at 4:21 in the morning Eastern Standard Time.
Hmm.
On the winter solstice, the tilt brings the northern hemisphere back to its farthest point away from the sun.
Hmm.
All That information all comes from the Smithsonian Science Education Center. That brings more darkness. The sun will also appear at its lowest in the sky, giving off less warmth and less sunlight.
Hmm.
But don't you worry. As the days go by after the winter solstice, the amount of daylight will increase. This leads up to the summer solstice, which is the longest day and the shortest night of the year.
Cool.
I couldn't find any good short night of the round table stories.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'd slip that in right here.
but in the meantime, a hot new listing just hit the real estate
yes.
market, guys.
This is big, you guys.
That's right.
Brace yourself, kids.
Yeah,
We can't brace you from here.
yeah.
Okay. Don't lose your, what can you lose when you get really surprised? Your upper plate?
Sesame Street is for sale.
Yay!
Oh,
The whole
God.
street, Sesame Street, is for, and the residents too.
Hmm.
It's all for sale.
Hmm.
It hits the auction block. It's going to, after Warner Brothers Discovery opted not to renew the deal with the show.
Hmm.
So Max and HBO streaming service will continue to stream older episodes of the show until 2027. But the current season will be the last to premiere on the platform.
Wild.
We'll continue to invest in our best in class programming and look forward to announcing our new distribution plans in the coming months, ensuring that Sesame Street reaches as many children as possible for generations to come. Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit behind the show, said in a statement. And then, after decades on PBS, the company struck a deal with HBO in 2015 to premiere the new episodes, while continuing to air older repeats on PBS. The show then migrated to Max and HBO streaming service. The expiration of that contract, which was amended in 2019, raises question about the future of the franchise. Sesame, which premiered on PBS in 1969, features a lovable and flawed cast of characters residing in an urban neighborhood. The formula of the whole show, it's a mashup of educational content, music, and celebrity cameos. It's been the gold standard for children's TV for the last 55 years.
Nice.
Wow, and I remember when it started, but I was a little old then for it, but
Hot flash is coming back. Ugh. Now I like the ice on the table.
yeah.
Look at my hand is not even cold.
Oh, gee,
Hot.
that is crazy.
It's crazy.
Okay, so if money was a person in your life, how would your relationship be with money?
Yeah. If money were a person in my life, I imagine our relationship would reflect how I treat money emotionally and practically. For example,
If I see money as something fleeting, our relationship might be distant or inconsistent, like a friend who visits occasionally but never stays long. If I treat money with fear or scarcity, I might cling to it too tightly, causing strain, like a partner suffocated by control. If I respect and trust money, our relationship might be balanced, like a dependable friend who supports and inspires me without being the center of my world. If I ignore or avoid money, it might feel neglected, like someone I don't give enough time to or attention to, but who still wishes to help. And, you know, how would everybody describe their relationship with money if it was a person? Would it be like a friend, a foe, or perhaps somebody you could learn something from?
a mentor.
A mentor.
Personally, I see it as a dependable friend, like my girlfriend Cindy on the other side of this TV camera thingy.
Okay. I'm going to blow my nose.
There's And that is a powerful perspective. Seeing money as a dependable friend means you likely trust it to show up when needed, and you probably feel a sense of security in your relationship with it. A dependable friend doesn't demand constant attention, but is there to support you when it matters most.
Hmm. If this is how you view money, it reflects a healthy relationship, one where you respect and value it without letting it dominate your life. How do you think this mindset has influenced your decision or ability to manage money so far in your life? No need for an answer. You just think about it.
Think about it.
Think
This
about
article was inspired by Lewis Howe. I watch him on YouTube. He's
it.
pretty.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty. His those his broadcasts are as long as Dr. Andrew Huberman's, but they're
Yeah.
great. They're like 3 hours.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we can barely make it a half hour, but they are really. I don't know if you've ever. Do you know anything about Lewis Howe?
No.
He was a football player. He
Oh,
did terrible in school as a kid, and he didn't even think he was smart enough to know or do anything.
oh,
And he's got one of the biggest podcast shows ever,
oh, that's fun.
ever created.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he couldn't figure out what his gift was or anything, and then when he finally figured out what his gift was, then this show opened up.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah. He never thought he was smart enough to even become anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was a professional football player, too?
He did well in football, and then he was injured.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then he said he lived on his sister's couch for a couple years, and
Oh,
really struggled because he
oh.
never ever thought he was smart enough to do anything. And he's smart.
Mm.
Yeah.
How many of those people out there are there?
There's a lot of people that never thought they were smart enough to do or be anything, and they became very accomplished when they figured out what their gift was.
What I'm wondering is how many are still out there that haven't learned that lesson yet. How do they, how do you, how do you get to them, and how do you kind of get their wheels under them and make them go or help them go?
Now my chin's cold. Isn't that funny? Just my chin.
That's good therapy for you. Chin therapy.
There you go.
Okay. While superstitious, while the superstitious, while the superstitious may be avoiding taking any risks today, Friday the 13th, those looking to get tattoos could be in for a good deal.
Hmm.
On Friday the 13th, many shops run special promotions charging steeply discounted prices to get the work done,
Hmm.
or often for a flat rate or even under shop minimums. The modern view of Friday the 13th as a tattoo holiday is often credited back to the co owner of Elm Street Tattoo in Dallas.
Hmm.
His name is Oliver Peck. And he had a TV show called The Ink Master.
Oh.
Maybe somebody bumped into him there.
Hmm.
In reference to the Friday the 13th tattoo promotions, Peck said that he definitely wasn't the first one to do it, saying he drew some inspiration from fellow artist Dave Lum's Halloween specials,
Hmm.
but that he did make it a special event. He threw his first major Friday the 13th function in 1995
Hmm.
at the now defunct Paradise in Dallas, a marathon session of tattooing the number 13 on as many people as possible in a 24-hour period.
And I have such a needle phobia. I could never get near any of that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they have those lick-on tattoos, though.
Those will kind of be fun.
Lick and stick, I guess they're called.
I'd put it under faucet water, but
Yes.
a little spring water, a little Evian on it, please.
I just found out my son got a tattoo of spades, diamonds, hearts, all of those. Spades and diamonds and hearts. Is that all four suits?
Yeah.
Spades, diamonds, hearts.
Clubs.
You got and clubs. You got those on his arm. I might have to deal with him later.
There you go.
Well, that was fun, kids.
So,
Yeah.
um, But if you have larger data sets where you know the performance of each design, now you can train machine learning models to iterate fast so you are more likely to get a better design. What's iterate in a design?
You know, okay, so this show has two iterations. We've iterated twice. Up there, we started, that was the first iteration. When we moved down here to the porch, that was the second iteration. The same thing, just gets a little change. In the second iteration, we decided to do something different, an iteration.
Then there's the enthusiast angle. Car fanatics love the quirks and features of today's cars, which will be lost to AI in the future in this data set, has many legs. Imagine this model year Honda Civic or Ford Mustang being a collector's item in the future because it's a pre-AI model. There is no doubt that AI software can help bring new cars to market faster and cheaper, make them more fuel efficient, and extend their range. But for many, cars are more than aerodynamic shapes.
Yeah. In the case of car design, designers and auto executives might want to treat AI like a calculator. It's only as smart as the person using it.
Hmm.
The Arena Media Brands LLC, The Street, is a trademark of The Street Incorporated, which is part of where this article came from.
Hmm. Interesting.
Why was the car always tired?
I don't
It
know.
never had any brakes.
Poor thing.
Brenda never had any brakes.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. Yeah.
With the continued surge of living costs, hospitality experts are reporting an increase in diners seeking affordable venues that offer high quality meals that don't break the bank.
Okay, I'm going to cover up the rest of this. You are going to freak out when you see what these people call high quality meals that don't break the bank.
Freak out.
You are going to freak out, I'm telling you. His name is Son James, and he's the owner of the director of the all you can eat restaurant, Butcher's Buffet, and Gyanuki in Sydney's central business district. He said the appeal of a buffet is that the people know what they're getting themselves into, and it also eliminates bill shock. Can you keep those two words in mind for a minute?
Maybe.
The buffet concept has grown in popularity due to its inclusivity and the value for the money. With a fixed price upon entry, diners can pay upfront and enjoy the freedom to eat without worrying about hidden costs. There has also been a significant change from what the buffet used to be to what they're now serving. It's gone way up. Higher standards of food in the buffets, more variety, and they're focused on food presentation and store presentation. While being more value for the money, they're doing it right, they say. Okay. And the ingredients, they've got it down to kind of an art form. It's very efficient, and they really are meticulous about not wasting food. That said, he admits buffets are not cheap, stating that the butcher's buffet averages $50 a person. You've been waiting.
$50 a person.
Yeah. And the Gyanku, the Japanese barbecue buffet, $85 a person. That's crazy.
I can see, well, I can't. You freak out. I don't like it when it's $88 and $20 for three people and the tip,
Yeah.
John Ellerbrock says, "Hey guys, hope you have a amazing day and great night." West Turkey says, "You have a beautiful evening. See you at sunrise." And Amy Rambo says, "Hello. Our baby Julian is how old?
Oh,
14.
really? Julian Rambo. Happy birthday, Julian.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Well, that's for me.
Yep. Thanks so much for joining us. And then tomorrow morning comes at what time? Comes at 7:58.
Yeah.
See you then.
Nobody has to get up too early tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Thanks for being there. Bye bye.